Okay.
Okay. So
All right. Go ahead.
whenever you're ready. So the controls for 6-inch Left 4 Dead work. It's largely gesture-based. The melee is controlled by swinging the controller around while you have the trigger pulled. The rest of it is a little different. Aiming is just pointing. It's kind of a point and shoot type thing. We have gestures for crouch, point down, jump, point up, spawn a couple of zombies, just jab forward to push them away, aim and shoot.
And you're not because this is using a magnetic field. You're not having to point at the screen.
No, yeah, line of sight's not required at all. You don't have to point at the screen. It's all relative to the magnetic base. There's no accelerometers, no IR, so you don't need line of sight. Yeah.
And so your left, you have little thumb pads on there, so the one controls motion. Is that right? The left
yes.
one?
So it's kind of similar to a dual analog, like on an Xbox or PS3. This one's just for movement. You know, basically similar to WASD or what have you. The other one is for you can aim the other way with the controller, or if you move your wrist too far, you can correct with this joystick on the right. If you have a melee weapon out, this stops controlling the camera and starts controlling the blade, so then you can just use dual analog to control everything.
Now, is this stuff you map yourself, or would the game come pre-mapped?
So what we want to eventually support, this is still a dev kit at this point, so it's still pretty early in its development. Razer's going to be making the consumer product, but we want to support like recording macros so people can have their own gestures. We want to support, we have, if you look in the interface, we have it set up so there are sliders to change the mode and the sensitivity of all the different gestures. Same way you would configure and customize your mouse and keyboard settings.
I like that it's called Metroid.
Yeah, don't tell anyone about that. Yeah, but we will show you Metroid mode though. So this is more of like a Wii style kind of situation where you guys have seen this before, Conduit or Metroid. You aim to the sides of the screen, stops fixing it. This is all adjustable too with commands for how far you have to aim and everything like that. But it's actually a lot of fun to be free to aim however you want. Yeah, so I mean that's just another option for people that they want to play. We figure that people could probably do this with one stick too, as opposed to using two and more of a mouse-look kind of configuration.
Is this something you could play sitting down at a computer desk?
Yeah,
I mean, with
totally.
this control?
You can play it sitting on the couch. It's fun. So we have the orientation that you hold the controllers in can be changed. So we have another mode where it's like more at a 45-degree angle. It might be more comfortable if you're sitting down, and then just pointing it straight on like this is more for when you're standing up. So whatever people are comfortable with, you can change with console commands or in the menu.
And what sort of latency does it have?
So we're looking right now at about 40 milliseconds. So we're hoping to pare that down with Razer's kind of RF. They have wireless mice that are about 1, the Mamba and everything like that. So some of that is just the hardware we're using, and probably all of that stuff is subject to change. This stuff is really only for developers at this point, but we'll see what Razer comes up with.
And it sounds like with the software you guys are making or already have, you don't need to have third-party support. Like, it'd be nice, but it's not necessary?
Yeah, so, I mean, ideally we want to get this in the hands of all kinds of developers, every game engine. So we have had a lot of support from Valve, which has been really helpful in getting it going. So we have basically libraries and utilities that we've developed. So now any Source game can use these controls. So we have it for TF2 and Counter-Strike Source, what have you, Portal. So the same way we had libraries built for Source Engine, we want to get it on Crytek, we want to get it on Unreal, and give everybody the option of playing it. There's a lot we can do just with emulation without any support, but ideally we want it supported by everybody so we can get the most out of the hardware.
Gotcha. All right, well, thank you.
No problem.